Federal authorities in North Carolina have now announced charges against an 18-year-old that they say was planning to carry out a New Year's Eve terror attack in Charlotte. For more on this, I want to bring in CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Sganga. Nicole, so much information coming from that press conference earlier today. So tell us more about this suspect and what authorities believe that he'd planned.
Yeah, Chanel, officials pointed to just how serious and how long-term the alleged planning had been. We heard directly from U.S. Attorney Russ Ferguson. Take a listen.
The defendant here is an 18-year-old named Christian Sturdivant. He has been planning this attack for about a year, but he's been planning an attack for far longer than that. He was planning this attack in support of ISIS, and we have charged him with attempting to provide material support to a foreign terrorist organization, that organization being, of course, ISIS.
Now, investigators noted that no specific target has been publicly identified yet, but they said that the intent and the preparation here were enough to charge the defendant, with officials crediting tips and some proactive monitoring for unearthing this alleged plot before anyone was hurt.
And Nicole, also want to ask you about the Republican-controlled House Judiciary Committee, because they've now released that transcript from former special counsel Jack Smith's closed-door deposition last month. So what are the big takeaways there?
Yeah, the transcript really reveals how Jack Smith defended his handling of the investigations into former President Donald Trump, how he pushed back on Republican claims of political bias, and time again said that prosecutorial decisions were driven by the evidence and by the law and not by politics. He also declined to answer certain questions, which was interesting, instead citing ongoing legal issues as well as what is longstanding Justice Department policy. Republicans are saying the testimony raises real concerns about accountability within the Department of Justice. But Democrats argue here that this transcript reinforces previous reporting that Smith operated by the book, independent of politics.
And Nicole, we also understand that a judge has now ruled that the suspect that was accused of planting that pipe bomb in Washington, D.C. on January 5th, 2021, should now be held in pre-trial detention. So what does that really mean?
Yeah, the suspect will remain behind bars as this case moves forward. He won't be released on bond. The judge said prosecutors showed how this defendant really poses a danger to the community, raises concerns about possible flight risk as well now that he's charged. Now, in general, pretrial detention is reserved for very serious cases. So this ruling signals that the court believes the evidence, which again accuses the defendant here of leaving 2 pipe bombs outside the headquarters of the Republican and Democratic National Committees in 2021, justifies keeping him in custody while he awaits a trial on 2 criminal counts. Now, the suspect here has not yet entered a plea to the charges, but we expect that to come next, Chanel.
Okay, Nicole Sganga live for us in Washington. Thank you.
Thank you.